The subject of this video is how to get coffee stains out of your clothes and your carpet quickly and cheaply. Now, coffee stains can be a very difficult stain to remove. I've been in the commercial cleaning business for almost 30 years. I've removed hundreds of coffee stains, but they can be really difficult. And the reason that they can be so difficult is because when we talk about dyeing material, using commercially dyeing, that process involves two things that are present in coffee. Number one is heat, and number two is acid. And there are 30 different acids in coffee. There's malic, quinic, acidic, citric. We could go on and on. 30 different organic acids in coffee. There are also the real culprit in the stain is the tannins, and tannins are polyphenols that are present in coffee. And when you combine tannins and heat and acid together, you're getting a process there that literally dyes your carpet. But thankfully, there is a simple way to approach this, and it's taken me almost 30 years to really figure this out. I've watched several YouTube videos where they'll use parts of the process I'm going to share with you, but I grow concerned too with some of the videos that demonstrate using certain chemicals and then applying heat, like an iron. I would highly discourage you from adding any heat to any stain. I think heat just improves the chances that this stain could really set in, and I would just discourage that. I would also discourage you from going out and buying any kind of expensive stain removers. You don't need to spend a bunch of money. And what I'm going to share with you is very simple. There are some videos on YouTube that include elements of this, but listen closely to what I'm going to suggest. First of all, when you look at a coffee stain like this one right here, and let's say it's already dried, you discover this a day or two later and it is just in there. What I'm going to encourage you to do, and I've seen this for my own self, with my own eyes, is that you first of all need some of this right here. Hydrogen peroxide, 3%. That's all you need is 3%. You can go to the drugstore, you can go to Walmart, you can pay anywhere from about 99 cents to $2.99. The less you can pay, the better. You should always have several bottles of this sitting around in your home. It is one of the great cleaners in the world, in my opinion. And what you need to do is take a 3% solution of hydrogen peroxide, and then you need to simply get you a bottle like this. Fill it up. You don't need to dilute it. You don't need to mess with it at all. Pour it right from the bottle to this spray bottle, and then go right back to your coffee stain and spray that coffee stain until it is just soaked. Don't worry about getting it too wet. Just really spray the entire stain, get it thoroughly wet, and that's it. Just let it set, let it dry. Come back the next day and see what the stain looks like. You're going to notice that it is greatly faded. This works. Doesn't sound logical, but this works. Now, if it's a new spill, you've just spilt this coffee. Again, what I said to do is sop that up as best you can, and that is going to greatly enhance your chances of getting the stain out. But if you've got an old dried up stain, don't despair. Soak that baby down with peroxide. Let it completely dry. Come back the next day, see what kind of progress you've made, and hit it again. Hit it another lick, and do this again and again until that stain is gone. Because what happens is that hydrogen peroxide oxidizes it erases the tannins in that carpet. And this is the culprit. That's why you got to stain. But hydrogen peroxide is the ticket. I'm telling you. And I just recently, just in the last month, had about a square foot coffee stain where I work. And somebody just spilled their coffee, made no attempt to clean it up, and I used a couple of cleaners on it. I just kind of forgot about my hydrogen peroxide technique. It wasn't cutting the mustard, wasn't getting it up, so I just soaked it down good with hydrogen peroxide. And I came back over the weekend and went into the room where this carpet stain was at. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't locate where the stain was. This works. Don't get carried away with expensive stain removers, detergents, other things that can only just build up in the carpet. They become part of the stain as well. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. It's just water with an extra oxygen. And the oxidation process, that what goes on with hydrogen peroxide, is magic when it comes to coffee and some other stains. But I hope that you find this video helpful. And if you did, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. There'll be other helpful videos and tips. And give me a like. And hey, again, thank you for watching this video.